Man, if there's one dude, I wish I had his fashion sense. There's two. There's two guys that I wish I had their fashion sense. I'll talk about the second guy in a minute. But for these purposes, if there's one guy that I wish I had his fashion sense, it's Morris Lamont Chestnut. Morris Chestnut to the rest of y'all. I'm going full government name. Because this dude's suit game is impeccable. So he was just on Kelly and Mark. Mark was off. Andy Cohen was filling in. Morris Chestnut comes out because Morris Chestnut is promoting his new show Watson on CBS that's premiering soon. Watson is in the Sherlock Holmes universe. Is actually the same showrunner of that canceled show Elementary that starred John Lee Miller and Lucy Liu. And Jaina Lee Miller, once upon a time, was married to Angelina Jolie back in the day. Like before, I think Billy Bob Thornton, she was married to Jaina Lee Miller. So yeah, that's a little tidbit if y'all didn't know that. So Morris comes out. Women screaming, Morris, Chestnut, I love Morris. He comes out there. He got to be kind of cool, man, coming out there because he's getting it for a while now. He knows how women react to him. He sits down smiling. It must be nice you come out and women just faint. Oh, Morris. It gotta be nice. He sits down. He's wearing this outfit. It's a burnt orange leather outfit. And the shoes match the pants. The shoes is burnt orange. And then the bottoms of the shoes is white. And it matches his white turtleneck. And then if you look at the coat, the white turtleneck sleeves peeks out from the burnt orange leather coat. This dude. I was like, why can't I dress this way? I never seen this dude dress horrible. Even while I'm watching the commercials of Watson, the show looks really good. But while I'm watching it, it's like, look at all these outfits, the suits, the crisp shirts, the slacks. Who dresses this dude? Does he dresses himself? Does he have a stylist? Is it his wife? Because I think Morris got married in 1995. So I think he'll be celebrating his 30th wedding anniversary this year. Congratulations if you're watching this, Morris Chestnut. Because I don't see too many couples still married from the 90s. So whenever I see a couple that's lasted this long, it's like, congratulations to y'all. Because that's a long time. But man, I felt this way about Morris since Rosewood. Rosewood, it was him and Jaina Lee Ortiz. And it was on for maybe like 2 or 3 seasons. I really liked that show. Shout out to Jaina Lee Ortiz. Like when the show canceled, that's when she got Station 19. She was great on Station 19, the Shonda Rhimes show. It just recently went off the air last season. So I'm not sure what she's up to. But her and Morris Chestnut had great chemistry on that show. But man, the outfits that Morris Chestnut wore on that show, the suits, man, because the show was based in Miami. So you had brighter colors, man. It was tropical. Man, even if like an episode wasn't that great, Morris's suit game was tight. But Morris has always been that dude, right? Like, I've been a fan of Morris since Boyz N the Hood, like most of us. And that was like the first movie I came out of where people had a blank look on their face because they just couldn't believe what they just saw. Because towards the end, people were clapping and cheering because what happened to Cuba Gooding's and Nia Long's characters. So people are clapping from that. But once the film starts rolling the credits, people are just like, man, because you remember what happened to Ricky. Oh, still horrible. But I've been a fan since Morris since then. But it seems like once he came into like the whole best man era, when he started wearing, when he became more of a leading man type. And it's always funny when he plays villains too. But when he started becoming a leading man type, that's where things started to change. And then once he got the bald head, it just exploded. Man, and even the beard, look at the beard, man. I tried growing beards like that. I'm like 88.2% there. But there's always like a little patch someplace where I look like the Wolfman. It's like, I'm always fascinated when I see like older black dudes and they have like a real trim gray beard. It's like, man, and it's white. It's like, oh my God. How do these guys grow these beards? Because I don't look like that. So shout out to Morris Chestnut, man. Like, man, if you're a Morris Chestnut stylist, hook me up. But there was another guy that I said, and he's really my number one. My number one guy, if Morris is really my number two, my number one guy is Taye Diggs. I've always admired Taye Diggs' fashion sense. Because I always see Morris in a suit. Always classy, always in a suit. Taye is a lot more casual. He always wearing jeans. Always wearing cool jeans or cool slacks or cool docs, cool khakis or something like that. But if he's wearing jeans, he might wear jeans rolled up, might have a cool pair of sneakers or a cool pair of loafers. And then he have like a cool shirt with cool patterns on it, or he have like a cool sweater or a cool vest with a t-shirt, or he have like a newsboy cap or a hat with a brim on it. Oh my God, man. That if there's anybody I wish I can dress like, it's really Taye Diggs. Because also Taye is a quirky, corny dude, and I am also a quirky, corny dude. So whenever I hear women say, "Oh, he's corny," and it's like, yeah, and guess what? I'm corny too. There would never be any slander of Taye Diggs on this channel. No matter what he says, because I'm like that too. Because sometimes I say stuff that makes people scratch their heads. Like my best friends are all like Morris. Like they're always put together. They know what to say the right thing. They've always been good with women. They just know people love them. Their jobs love them. Everybody love them. I don't have that. I don't have those skills. Because I end up saying something. People say, "What did you say?" Nothing. I'm just being myself. So Taye Diggs is the same way. So when people say he's quirky and corny, it's like, yeah, he is, but he's authentically, just like Morris Chestnut is authentically himself, Taye Diggs is authentically himself, corny or not. So I always have affinity for Taye. Man, the first time I saw Taye dressed kind of like that was on Kevin Hill. There was a show Kevin Hill on UPN back in the 2000s and the 90s, I think. 2000s maybe. Yeah, 2000s. And it was, he played a lawyer, I think. And that's the first time I saw Christina Hendricks from Mad Men. And then later on, she's Joan on, later on, dudes were saying, "Oh my God, Joan is so hot." It's like, dude, she was hot on Kevin Hill. Where were y'all? She was hot. She's been hot forever. Good Girls was good. She was good on that. But back to Taye. So Taye was like Morris, man. He had all these crisp suits. The colors was great. Oh, he was fantastic. Wayne Brady was on there playing a corrupt pastor. His suit game was tight. Man, I love those suits on Kevin Hill. And I also respect how soccer players wear their suits and coaches wear their suits overseas. I love the European cut as well. So when you're looking for, if you're a dude or you're buying clothes for your guy, what websites do y'all go to? Because it's not just me. I want to hook everybody else up. Because especially if it's clothes like Taye Diggs and Morris Chestnut, where do you find that stuff at? I like thrift stores too. My mom, I grew up going with my mom and my grandmother going to thrift stores. You can find a lot of good things at thrift stores. The problem is, I buy something thinking it's cool, and then I come back home, and then the patterns are off. The stripes ain't quite right. It's like, so close. But if you have a son or daughter and they're really into fashion, I say nurture that talent. Fashion designers make a lot of money. Fashion stylists make a lot of money. So if you see they got an eye for talent, get them, if they have a high school, get them into a vocation. Kent State University, they have a great fashion program. Find them books on fashion, find them videos on fashion, like nurture that talent. Or even you're an adult and you had an eye for fashion. Maybe you went to fashion school and didn't work out, or you just had an eye for fashion. You just, you know how to shop for people. Try to become a professional shopper for somebody. Or if there's an artist or an actor and actress and you see them someplace in an interview or an award show and you see what they're wearing, it's like, that doesn't look right. Pitch them to be a shopper for them or a stylist for them. Give them like a couple of ideas, not all your ideas. Give them a couple of ideas. Say, hey, I have an idea what you can wear to kind of like accent your look. And if you can draw, pitch them a drawing or pitch them some ideas to be a shopper or a fashion stylist. Who knows? The worst thing that can happen is you don't hear from them. But they might pitch you and say, hey, would you like to come out here and help me style this? And then charge them, of course. But yeah, so foster that talent. So so for me, Taye Diggs and Morris Chestnut are it for me when it comes to fashion. Who are an actor, an actress, singer, entertainer, like whoever it is, who do you look at? It's like, wow, I really like their fashion sense. And I really could I want to dress like them. Look at this outfit, man. The burnt orange and the leather matching the skin tone. Morris Chestnut, if you want to give away your clothes, my name is Kevin Lockett. I'm in Akron, Ohio. Hook me up. DM me. I'll take away your throwaways, man. Shout out to Morris Chestnut. Watch Watson on CBS. It looks really good. Shout out to Morris for getting that show.